Hello.
Hello.
Oh my god, I can hear myself. Okay, we are posting. Hey, how's it going? Good to see all of you. You. Hey, Gabriel, how's it going? Good, good. Oh my god, I was so tired yesterday. I think I slept for like 17 hours or something today. I was so exhausted. I just like completely collapsed. One last little thing I gotta do, and then we will get to the fun, I guess. Ugh. Okay. Hey, okay. How much are they? I forget. I have not. Let's see. You know what happened is I would be like in the middle of writing something, and I'd be like in the middle of writing something, and then they're like, "Oh, can you? I want to do a doodle now," and I'm like, "Okay, but we have like we're in the middle of doing something totally different." Okay, and it was very frustrating. Okay, let me find. You know what? Let me. I'm gonna change some stuff. Okay. Okay, check it now. Okay, I changed to 3,500, so still gonna have to wait, but less. Now that I'm done with the writing stuff I needed to finish, it will be full steam ahead on the D&D. Okay. Oh my god, I was so tired. You have no idea how tired I was yesterday. I don't know if you could. I don't know if you could tell, but mentally I was just like dead. Anyways. So what, Gabriel, what's going on with you, my bed? That's good. Really? That's awesome, Nell. And hey, how's it going? Good to see you. All the cool people are here. No worries, no worries. You got life, don't worry about it. We were just looking at. No, I'm happy you went there. Yeah, don't ever feel guilty about just doing stuff. But that's very, Nelly, that's very cool. What games are you playing right now? I'm glad you had fun. Oh my god. And yesterday I was so tired. I was so out of it yesterday. I had promised to look over Terrible's stuff on stream yesterday, and I'm gonna be honest. If I hadn't made that promise, I don't think I would have gone on yesterday. I was just so burnt out. So what are we all playing today? But what are you gonna play? What's the what are you excited about? What did you see at your local fair? Yeah. Nice. Oh, it was just a normal fair, not a Ren fair. For some reason, I was picturing a Ren. No, yeah, that's good. What's your favorite? You know, what, question for the whole for the whole chat. Favorite ride at a fair? Nice. Unfortunately, I'm so allergic to horses. I can barely last in a Ren fair. I have a real like deep allergy to horses. It's of course that isn't shocking with me. I'm really allergic to almost everything. You know what I'm allergic to? Everything. Cats, dogs, grass, certain types of paper, uh, certain uh, certain types of trees. Oh, I like those rides. Yeah, I know. I've gone on that. I don't know if it was called that, but I know exactly what ride you're talking about. Yeah, those are fun. I okay. I'm doing something very cool. I guess I'm currently in the middle of watching an anime at the moment. I know, right? Young people who like anime. I'm watching one right now, and I'm liking it. Spy in the Spy Family, Spy X Family. Ah, Ray. Have you ever seen that show, Spy X Family? You startled me, Ray. Yeah, it's really fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. Yeah. It's funny how it has essentially the same plot as Despicable Me in a lot of ways. How's it going, Ray? Yeah. I'm only a few episodes into the show. I probably should pick up the manga at some point, but I like the I like the show a lot. It is a good show. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's funny how it's like, where do you think it's supposed to be? Because to me, it feels like it's about West and East Germany, if, right? Like it feels a lot like it's West and East Germany. Like I always try and map it onto real historical things, but yeah, yeah. It's such a like it's such a simple setup. It's such a funny setup to an idea. It's just like okay, spy has to fake a family, and then it just goes south from there. It's also it's also a little bit like. Did you guys ever see the show The Americans? Have you guys ever seen that show, The Americans? Yeah. Well, like with name Anya and Forger and kind of it's definitely like in the time period. It definitely feels like this is Cold War stuff that's going on. But then again, knowing how anime works, it will suddenly. I'm it. I'm anticipating somehow wild future tech will pop up. It's oh, thank you. Yeah. Uh, you'll see. Yeah. Yeah, don't forget your. Yeah, it feels. It's definitely like Eastern European. It feels very Eastern European, or like it. Yeah. Oh, if you haven't, it's a good show. It's about the it's about Russian spies who've infiltrated who have infiltrated America and are impersonating an American family. Well, now that this feels like a guessing game, I think I'm just gonna let you guys try and figure it out. It should become obvious in a minute, but or if I'm good enough, or if I'm good enough to, or if I screw it up, we'll see. But I'm gonna just let you guys figure it out. What the drawing is? It's a person. It's a person. I'll give that. Yeah, it was a good show. Yeah, I recommend it if people haven't seen The Americans. Curiosity is dangerous. Yeah. Anyways, but this I don't know if it's overtly, but this does feel it does feel a little bit like an anime take on that a little bit. I'll draw anybody's request if they can successfully guess it before I. So Ray, Gabriel, Ray? What have you been up to these days? Yeah. Nope. Oh, that's fun. Nope, it's not a TV show. It's something very famous. You'll know what it is. Yes, it's a video game. No, it's not Beyonce. No, no, it's not a comic. Ray got it. It's Samus. Yes, Ray, you are correct. No, Ray got it. Yeah, I'm drawing Samus. Now I want to start a new drawing because that was fun. But we'll keep going. Well, Gabriel, you figured out that it was a video game. You were so close. Gabriel very much wants to ask me to do another drawing for him, but I'm not going. I'm not going. I lowered the points requirement for a drawing, but not enough yet. you think? Do you think they'll ever like seriously do another? Sure, I'll get you. Sure, you can have a free drawing. Okay, tell me. Ooh, I like that name. That's a good name. I like that name. That is. See, I'm always terrible at coming up with names. I don't know. That's always the thing that prevents me because it's like, to me at least, you gotta. A story can't really move forward until a good name is picked for a character. At least. Oh boy. Okay, what is it? Send it to me. So, the thing I just wrote. One of the main characters, his name is Pigeon. I'm curious too. What what twisted thing will Ray produce? So I was just gonna say though about Spy in the Family. My favorite part is when they're one of my favorite parts is when they're applying for the school, and the headmaster just keeps freaking out about how elegant they are, and it's oh now that is elegant. Oh my goodness, how elegant! I thought that was really funny. Okay. Oh! Okay. You really want me to draw you really want me to draw that, right? Okay. I uh, maybe uh, maybe pick maybe pick something different. Okay. Yeah. 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 Yeah, but, yeah. No, I've seen it. Yeah. Let's maybe pick something a little different. Who knows? Very possibly. Okay. Boo ads. Welcome back. Let's see. Okay, what are the two choices? So, A. Now that you've got all the ghosts designed, where are you gonna be building the okay. Uh, where are you looking to build the game? Ooh, very nice. Well, I'll be curious to see what you pick. Are you going to do it in Godot and Game Maker and? So I was trying to teach myself yesterday a little bit, not yesterday, a few days ago, about how to do some. I've had an idea for a game for a while, and I wanted to see if I could do it. It was just going to be like a simple adventure game, and I was like, or even just like a visual novel, I guess, technically. And I was like, oh, I could do that. I bet I could do this just. It's very basic. It was very basic gameplay. I bet I could do that just in like. But I could teach myself how to do it. And I felt very overwhelmed. Oh, I've never heard of Dorian. I've never heard. What is this? It's very. This is interesting. I've never heard of this before. How dare it? One second, I gotta be back in just one. Gotta be back in just 1 millisecond. back. Kiss it to life. Kiss. It's important to remember to kiss your Ethernet ports every other day so that they know you love them. Let's see. As the expert in Garfield, as America's expert in Garfield studies, let me judge this Garfield. Garfriend. Hello. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Let us see. Yes, it has all the requirements of Garfield. The ears, the eyes, the lasagna loving. I'm convinced this is Garfield. He would not be happy with Mondays. He would dislike them. Lasagna. Yes. God, wasn't Adventure Time such a great show? I keep thinking back to it and how like kind of great, amazing that show was, and how we. Lasagna. Yeah. I would think it's so funny how basically, like, this is gonna appeal to me, but how basically like they got away with the kid adventures of Conan the Barbarian in that show. Yeah. Those damn clickbaiters. Always promising us to explore the in-depth reasons why Garfield is repugnant. And then refusing. Actually, it's Weirdo Owl now. He, his mentor, Dr. Demento, dropped the O and just became Dr. Dement, and he incorporated the O into his name. Yes. So, A, are you drawing something right now? Actually, this is not turning out to be too bad. What are you talking about? Perfectly normal shoulder pads. Yes, he has. I can't remember exactly where, but I do remember him getting pet in the comics. Also, John can't hear Garfield. Playing a game right now. What game are you playing? Yes, they all have. Also, it's important to remember that the vet, her name is not Elizabeth. That drives me mad. It drives me totally bonkers. In the Garfield movie, they made her name Elizabeth. And that is not her name, darn it. Her name is Lizard. She's Dr. Lizard. Liz is short for lizard. Also, Garfield occasionally gets called to an alternate dimension where he becomes a superhero. Also, Garfield crossed over with Grumpy Cat. That's right. That's the crossover we were all waiting for. Also, there's this one graphic novel called Garfield and His 9 Lives that's for some reason weird and scary. Have you ever heard of this? I have it. I don't know. You're asking me a lot of questions. I'm pretty sure there isn't a Japanese version of Garfield, but now, did Garfield ever go to Japan? I don't think so. I did read pretty much every comic since I was like from like the age of 5 to the age of like 14, but beyond that I'm not totally sure. I have heard of this, I believe. Oh, this was recent. Yeah, very nice. Do you know that Powerpuff Girls had an anime? And Lilo and Stitch had an anime. Those are the 3 Western cartoons I'm aware of that got an anime adaptation. Certainly a better adaptation than like garbage live action script that they did. Did you guys ever? I might be one of the few people in the world who has in fact read the live action Powerpuff Girls thing. It is shockingly bad. But unfortunately, it's bad in kind of a very. It's bad in the way like boring CW shows are bad. Like, the funniest thing they did is, like, they made Mojo Jojo just some guy. I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you make him just some guy? I mean, Ben 10 in a lot of ways is kind of an anime. Not actually, but it's like, Ben is a very anime protagonist in a lot of ways. It's a pretty classic shonen. He's a pretty classic, like, shonen protagonist, I think. Let's see. That is a very good question. What show would work well as an anime? Yeah, it's so dumb, and it's like I believe Blossom has romantic tension with Mojo Jojo's son. I love how whenever CW tried to adapt something, they just made it really boring in the way that they do. Well, they can't do that in well, it'd be expensive to do the Monkey Man in live action. I don't care if it's yes, that's a hint why maybe you shouldn't have tried this dumb idea. There's one line in there. There's one line in the Powerpuff Girls script that I guarantee you, if it had been made, would have made everybody so angry. It was so funny. I was like, oh, this is the line that everybody online would freak out about. Everybody would freak out about and get really mad at the show for, and they would pretty much have the next season, the next batch of episodes, they'd have to do the CW thing of like backtracking on an unpopular decision in the middle of an episode. But there was one idea that they had that I guarantee would have been the thing everybody would have been mad about, and I thought it was like, oh wow, it's funny to see that they would have tried that. Okay, yeah. But let's see. Let's see. What? I'm trying to seriously think. Okay, do you know that, have you guys ever, I was thinking, like, the Batman animated series has an interesting case. The Batman, do you know that the Batman animated series kind of got an anime adaptation? It's not overt, but there's a very subtle anime adaptation of Batman the animated series. See, the studio, the In-Between studio that worked on it over in Japan, then went on to make its own show that was very inspired by it, called The Big O. And it's pretty analogous to Batman in a lot of ways, but it's with robots, but it has but it's a mecha show, but pretty much every Batman character has a 1-to-1 ratio. It's pretty interesting, and it's paced more like an American show. It's very interesting to the point that they do like more American style cliffhanger at the end. It was a very interesting thing. It's called The Big O. If you have never seen it, you should. It's really good. It's called The Big O. It's basically, I think it was Akon, if I remember correctly. It was Akon, like, continuing the stuff they were doing with Batman, the animated series, in their own show, which was very... Yeah, I think it's called The Big O, if I remember correctly. It unfortunately ends on a cliffhanger that sucks, but what can you do? I think it's called The Big O. Yes, The Big O. That's it. Let me show you. Yeah. Oh, you can hardly tell that this studio worked on Batman the Animated Series. Right? Oh, you can hardly tell. No, not at all. There's no analogous. Yeah, I should. Let's see. Let me. Yeah. But it's so over. It's good. It's good because it has some strength because of that. Okay. Let's see. But let's see. Let's see. Oh, can you guess who this character is supposed to be? Anyway, I say that, but they do pretty much their own thing. Because they also have like a Joker and yeah. See, look. Let's see. Do they have? Anyways, yeah. It's a yeah. 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 But there's a lot of analogous. Yeah. Because they worked on they were the in between studio for the show for the animated series. So and so I guess they just liked the work they were doing on it so much that they decided to continue on with their own ideas. Yeah. I think there's a few. There's a few Sentai. I mean, I don't think it's overtly Power Rangers. I think it's just because Power Rangers was not giving anything away, not breaking anybody's hearts, but it's called but Power Rangers was a redub of Super Sentai, right? Like, yeah. I say that like I know anything about Super Sentai stuff. Yeah. Oh, do you guys not know that? Yeah. So what they did is, it's funny because this I just randomly, yeah. So what they did is they took footage from um, Super Sentai shows, and then they filmed new scenes around the fight scenes, and because all the actors are in costume, so All the actors are in costumes. They just needed to film new scenes with American actors. And then they would just dub over. They would just dub over the voices during the fight scenes. Yeah. Well, it's not plagiarized. It's not plagiarized. They paid. They paid for the rights to do that. Like they paid. They paid for it. It was. It was. They paid for it. It's not plagiarized. And oftentimes the plots would go into totally different directions than the show. But yeah, the fight scenes are mostly just readapted from redubbed fight scenes from Japanese shows. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty yeah. Oh, did am I thought everybody knew that. Oh, thank you so much, Gabriel. I appreciate that immensely. You're my favorite. I think you're the only person who's given me anything in a while. Oh, I appreciate. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm just explaining to somebody that Santa isn't real. I thought everybody knew that. uh, no, he's real. He's real. You know he's canon in Power Rangers, right? It's truly heartbreaking. I know. What's funny is, as a kid, I was a huge Power Rangers fan, and I remember almost none of it. I just know I really liked it when I was a kid. And there's no Queen of England. Um, I liked the Green Power Ranger because green was my favorite color. I'm sure there was. Yes. Yes, there were several orange Power Rangers. I believe in the original. Yes, in the original show that. Yes, there were. In fact, yeah, if I remember, yeah, Super in the Super Sentai, I believe most of the the Yellow Rangers were guys. Yeah. Didn't the original Power Rangers have a big reunion just recently on Netflix? I swear I was obsessed with this show as a kid, but I really don't remember much about it. People have to tell me in retrospect what it was like because I'm like I just don't remember much. Yeah. Yes, but there were Yellow Rangers. Not to talk myself up, but I think I'm actually doing an okay job with her at the moment. Oh man, I miss drawing. I haven't drawn for the past few days. I was just yeah, that was an oversight. That was a pretty big oversight. I would think that people they didn't think about that implication. Truly one of the least thought through bit of castings I've ever seen. Did you guys did you guys ever see the Key and Peele sketch they did about that? Oh, that's a yeah. Well, Gabriel, look back at the original Power Rangers and notice the casting choice that they made. Notice a casting choice that they made for the Black and Yellow Ranger. The original Power Rangers. Oh, lovely. There's a whole picture. Can you see what maybe the slight issue was? What they didn't maybe think all the way through with the casting? I know I have as a kid because I was so excited. What could have been the slight issue? I don't know. Maybe I just Yeah, I no, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I know. I was trying to avoid that because that was such a bummer. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he lit. Yeah, yeah. Yes, I also heard about that. Yes, Ivan is. That was so. I don't know. That was just so. I felt so bad for him. It's just something you don't want to hear. Because everything just. I don't know. Everything seemed to be going good. He lived here in Houston. He had his karate studio was doing well. I don't know. Yeah, I heard about that. I yeah. I know I was very excited for at least one of the Power Ranger movies to come out because there was a second one that came out, and I remember. Here's what I remember. I remember I was my birthday. I was so excited for that to come out because it was coming out right around my birthday. I think my mom has told me she was secretly quite glad when I stopped being interested in Power Rangers because she found the show quite annoying. I don't remember why I stopped watching it. I don't know. I just felt. Well, unfortunately, there's no way to fix that, Gabriel. Science hasn't figured out some magic liquid to like make that go away. So okay. Oh, right. Forgot to answer the initial question. What Western show would I want adapted into an anime? Hmm. I feel like yes. Maybe yeah, but I'm angsting over this I'm actually gonna be able to make it happen. Yeah, I guess. But I feel like it wouldn't really change all that much really because it's like that would be more of like a gag series, you know, and anime has plenty of those. I feel like I wouldn't change. You know what you want is something. Maybe Gravity Falls would be a fun anime. Because I feel like you could do. I feel like you could do a lot with that. Yeah. Okay. Good seeing you. Yes, that could work. Are we getting a second season of the of the rebooted Fairly Odd Parents? By the way. Have we heard anything about that? Oh darn! I like that. They managed to pull it off really well. Certainly better than the live action show that they did. Boy, people were not thrilled with that. The live action Fairly Odd Parents show. Of course, Butch Hartman. It sucks that the because I loved that show as a kid, but it sucks that the creator of it is such a it sucks that the creator of Fairly Odd Parents is such a like a creep. So yeah, that could work. Butch Hartman. If you guys don't know, Butch Hartman. He's super duper Christian. Butch Hartman. Like super duper Christian. Like the scary kind. Go listen to that song. Okay. We'll get back to working on her in a minute. Oh! I just saw this thing you posted, Gabriel. Very fun. Oh, man. Butch Hartman.
I just found it. I always found it so funny with American Dragon that they it's like 2 seasons in and they totally changed the animation style. That always bugged me. It's like you can't do that like two seasons in. What are you doing? Okay, we're working on your thing. What's this Mobius who drew this? Oh no, I'm doing Gabriel's. No, sorry, Gray's. I'm doing Gray's thing, Gabriel. Is this Mobius who drew this? Gabriel? Right. Sorry, I don't know why. Only 20 points left. Woo! Maybe save that for tomorrow, because I might not do it. We'll see. I'm gonna need a break in a minute. I'm gonna need a break in a minute to make myself some dinner, and I'll see how I feel. I'll see how I feel after that, because I might call it. We'll see. I do need a break. I do need a little bit of a break. I mean, feel free to request it now, and whatever it is, I'll draw it next. But we're gonna do Rays first, and then we're gonna.
Do you have any pictures? Do you have any art of her? I'll if not, I'll just do my own version.
And when do you want? Do you want me to draw her? Like, how old is she? Okay. Okay. I can do that. And you said she's the head of a fashion house, right? Oh, okay. This little, like a little alien creature. Ray, that you want me to. Okay, that's good. Okay. 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 I'm gonna take a minute. I am absolutely starving, and I need to make myself some. Oh my god. No, do I have the energy to do this? No, I don't think. You know what? No, I don't think I have the energy to keep going on, guys. I'm sorry. Gabriel, I'm gonna come on tomorrow, and Brandon, that will be the first thing I draw. Okay. I'm sorry. I just don't have it today. I'm sorry. I just know this instinct of mine. It's fine. It's just I know this instinct of mine. I'm like, no, okay, I'll work through it, and then by the time I make myself some food, I'm like, oh god, the last thing I want to do is go on some more. So I think I'm gonna call it here. You know, we'll raid a fellow shaman. Okay.
Nice, dude. Well, how was your stream, man?